Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Sabrina. So today we're going to be talking about menstrual cups, specifically OrganiCup. So I chose OrganiCup rather than other brands because honestly I saw an ad for them on Instagram and I was like, yeah, you know what, I've been wanting to get a menstrual cup for a while. And they were having a sale on International Women's Day for buy one get one free, and I thought, oh, $25 for two is like, it's worth it. The money's worth it, and it's gonna be worth it in the long run because I don't have to spend so much on tampons and pads in the future since these are reusable. So I did a lot of research on other types of menstrual cup brands and they're basically all the same. Just make sure you're getting one from a reliable brand. Yeah. So I got size A because size A is for people who haven't given vaginal childbirth yet. And obviously I haven't given childbirth yet. I haven't been through childbirth yet. So I know a lot of like what other people are probably thinking, as was I, was like, oh, well, I don't think my vagina's that small. I'm telling you, this is bigger than you think it is, honestly. It probably will do what it's meant to do, but if you know your body the best, if you think you want a bigger size, go for it. I know some people with vaginas say that they get the size B option for heavy days and size A for light days, and in hindsight, that is a very good thing to do. It's very wise. So, it comes in this little box and it tells you about how to put it in and stuff and take it out. And then it has this little transport baggie. Here it is. Here are the measurements for size A and here are the measurements for size B. So, you know your body the best. Choose what works for you. It has little lines on the side. You probably can't see them because my camera's disgusting, but it doesn't really have measurements, just kind of lines, and it has holes at the top for if there's like too much blood in there, you need to empty it out. And there's this little stem for you to pull on when you want to take it out. You can cut the stem as short as you want it to, depending on your vaginal anatomy. I know when I first put it in that it kind of poked me in my flaps a little bit. By the way, TMI, if you don't like me talking about my vagina, I'm sorry, but I feel like women's health is an important issue and it shouldn't be considered taboo, and it's an important discussion to have sometimes. So yeah, so I was thinking about cutting the stem a little bit. Obviously don't cut it while it's in your vagina, but I was thinking about cutting it because it kept stabbing me in my folds, but as I kind of moved around and walked and sat down, my vagina like sucked it up, so it wasn't like poking me anymore. And I think the way my vagina is, it like tilted to the side a little bit, so that it didn't poke me anymore. So now it's fine. I'm wearing my other one right now, so yeah, I'm good. I don't need to cut it. I boiled this for 5 minutes before I used it. I did a lot of research on menstrual cups because I know that my body doesn't deal well with infections, and I really do not want toxic shock syndrome. And a lot of people are saying that it's like cost effective and it's great and it's safe, but you still want to be careful. Some scientists are saying like if you don't wash it effectively or if you don't boil it enough, some bacteria could get in there and create something that's called a biofilm, and that would make it very hard for soap to penetrate it and wash it away. So you want to be really careful, and a lot of scientists are saying that you should boil it after every use just to be extra careful. But I feel like if you're a working woman and you don't have like the resources to do that at that very moment, just washing it is fine. I know I'm planning to boil it every day at the end of the day, just in case, because I really do not want bacteria in there. I also got OrganiCup's Organa Wash, which is like stabilizing pH for your vagina to use on the cup and your hands if you want to. I just use it for the cup. I just put like one little squirt in here and I just kind of whoop, 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 and it's good. So yeah, my experience with putting it in for the first time was not great. So I'm gonna fold it like this, I guess is how they described it, like a taco. Ow, oh my god, it's like huge. Beach what? Oh my god. Ow, I just pinched my vagina flap. Ow, oh my god. And it's in. Okay. Oh, that's kind of funny. The stem is like poking out of my vagine. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. So yeah, here's basically how I did it. Their website tells you a lot of different ways on how to fold it when you insert it, but what I did is I did like this thing. I don't know why, but like my sort of intuition on it is that like because it needs to pop inside of you and fully open, you need to check that it's okay. I figured that it's easier for it to pop open if you only need to pop open that much rather than a whole half like this. So yeah, it's kind of just like a tampon, like that first uncomfiness of putting a tampon in. Overnight, it was fine. I didn't really feel anything. It wasn't uncomfy. I took it out in the morning. It was like half full, I would say. So it's good for at least 8 hours, at least 12 hours. My day 2 second day period is very heavy. I found out this morning at church what it feels like when it overflows. I emptied out my menstrual cup around 8:30ish, I would say, and I didn't empty it until 1 p.m.ish. So that's about like what, 4 to 5 hours, and it was overflowing. And I could tell the exact moment when it started overflowing. It's sort of this bubbling at your vagina. That's blood coming out, honey. It feels like a queef. Like just air coming out. I did queef a lot when whenever I stood up in church, I queefed. And so yeah, you just, once that bubbling starts, once you feel it, you know, that's the exact moment you need to go to the bathroom and empty it out. So yeah, that's fun. Love that for me. So I would say on heavy days, obviously every person is different. For me, I'm gonna have to change it out like every 4 hours maybe on my heavy days. So yeah, and I will update you guys throughout the week on how it goes, but for now I will show you how to take it out. So basically what they said on like their website is you're supposed to break the suction because it essentially creates a vacuum in your vagina. You're supposed to break the suction by like bending it or something. Honestly, I have to look at it again because I haven't figured this out yet, but you're supposed to break the suction and pull it out, because I know if you don't, you could possibly cause harm to your vagina. Or if you have an IUD, you can suck it out. Before using a menstrual cup, if you have an IUD, like, you may want to do some research on that. You may want to ask your primary physician about that. I don't know. So, yeah, you basically break the suction and then pull it out. Once you pull it out, you gotta commit to pulling it out because it will suck back in. For now, I've just been kind of like pulling it out like this, and like once you do it, you gotta do it. Otherwise, it goes back up there. Here's my first time pulling it out. Here's the stem. Okay. Oh, it's coming out. Okay. Oh, that is disgusting. It was not fun. I pinched the inner walls of my vagina just a little bit. Maybe you want to trim your nails before you pull it out. It can go pretty far up there. I know today after church, it was like up there. I had to like kind of dig in there to pull it out. Your vagina is not a never-ending cavern, okay? There is a point where it stops. It's not gonna get lost up in you, I promise. You know, you just gotta dig in there for a little bit, you know, get up close and personal with your vagina. Sometimes that's just what you need. You need to know what she looks like. I think that's it for now. I will update you at the end of the week. Hey, it's been about 4 or 5 days and now I'm ready to conclude this video. So first things first, I finally figured out how to take it out without just kind of pulling on it and feeling like it's sucking on your cervix or like tearing up your vaginal walls or whatever. But so this is a little TMI. I'm sure if you decide to use a menstrual cup, you can figure it out for yourself depending on your own anatomy, but this is how I do it because my fingers are kind of short and the way my vagina is angled, it just does not work just by me kind of going up there and pushing on it. So what I do is I sit on the toilet and I push out like I'm trying to push out a poop, and I grab the stem and I kind of pull on it just a little bit, not like hard, but just a little so I can kind of bring the cup down even more. And then I sneak a finger up my vagina and I push on the top here. And that breaks the suction off of my cervix, and then I pull it out. You know when it breaks the suction when like you can kind of hear it and kind of feel it. It just sounds like a pop or something. And yeah, you just pull it out. It gets kind of messy. You get blood on your fingers. I think you also really have to be comfortable with yourself like that. But like if you're changing your cup out in your own home, it's probably fine. So today's the 6th day of my period, so I stopped wearing the cup because my flow was really light. It only filled up about like not even up to here, so I just stopped wearing it. I'm wearing a panty liner right now. But I think this cup would be really good for medium or heavy flow days. I also started birth control this time around, so I don't know what side effects are from using the cup and what are from taking birth control. I know my birth control made me a little bit nauseous the first few days, but whenever I was wearing the cup, I kind of just always felt stuffed. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I just always knew it was there, and it kind of played mind tricks on me. Like, I was really anxious about it. I was like, oh my god, what if it's full? Oh my god, what if it's gonna give me toxic shock syndrome? I need to clean this now. I need to take it out. So I was prematurely like taking it out all the time, and it was kind of time consuming. I also exercise with it on, and it's pretty okay. I don't really feel it. Only when like if I'm squatting and I'm like putting pressure on my butt and like squeezing like that, that's when I feel it. The stem still kind of pokes me sometimes when I put it in, but like after a while it's fine. So yeah, I don't know. What my review on the cup, I would only use this for my heavy days. I think in the summer this might be helpful when I go swimming, because you know when you go swimming, like I don't know if anyone else has this problem or if I'm using tampons wrong, but whenever I go swimming and I put a tampon in, I think some water goes up my vagina and it like soaks it, like the cotton soaks it up. So I think if I use the cup instead of a tampon, it'd be much better at sealing all that up. But since it's kind of finicky sometimes the blood will go through if the suction isn't quite right. Then if the blood leaks out, like what am I gonna do? There's nothing to really stop it. I also got really lazy and I ended up not boiling the cup after at the end of every day. I think I only boiled it when I first started using it and once in the middle, like during the morning, right before I put it back in. But I don't have toxic shock syndrome. It's okay for me. It still gives me cramps, like how tampons give you cramps, but they're not as bad. I think I was just having a really bad period day, really bad cramp day. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Would you ever try a menstrual cup? I think it's good if you want to be like environmentally friendly and stop using tampons and pads all the time. But you just have to be really careful about cleaning it, otherwise it might cause more damage to your body than you thought it would. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.